My name is Marcello. I'm from the United States. I've been trading for almost about 18 years now. And the idea behind me wanting to learn how to trade wasn't necessarily about making money, it was about having my freedom. Most of you guys are young, so you guys haven't seen the cycles of the economy, but the world economy always goes up and it always goes down, okay? So one of the beauty about being able to day trade, if you guys are here and you want to learn how to trade, the trading is the only business in the world where you guys can actually make more money when things are bad than when things are good. If you guys want to learn how to trade, whether it's in Forex or futures or with me or with somebody else, I recommend that you guys try to do it as fast as possible, because the economy that we're going to have in about a year or two, you guys are going to remember what I'm telling you today. We're going to have the worst economy of our generation in about 2 years. So if you guys have the capacity to learn how to trade correctly, you guys are going to be able to make more money than you guys have ever imagined that you guys can make. It's not just about being able to teach people how to trade, it's also on the back end finding traders. So I started teaching people how to trade because I was at a hedge fund and the people who were part of the company that I was with came to me to be able to teach them how to trade. So instead of me just charging one-time fee, my idea was, well, if this is working, let me go ahead and on the back end give them my money to trade, and then everybody wins, because then a lot of people who don't have a lot of capital can just pay like $100, $120 to be able to trade our money, and then at the end of the day, it's like a vertical integration of the business. There was a study that was done in Harvard. They did a study for more than 50 years that proved that when somebody multitasks, they do two things at once, the effectiveness goes down by 40%. So you're going to learn how to do something. If you're going to learn how to do something and you start it with 2, 3, 4 things at once, imagine that with only 2 things, the effectiveness goes down by 40%. So think about people learning how to trade stocks or Forex. You're going to have to pay attention to 5, 6, 7, 8 different markets, then you have the indicators, and then you have the strategy, and then you have the orders, and then that's one of the reasons why I teach in futures, because then the system that I teach removes everything that isn't necessary. For example, the market, you trade the same market every day. You don't have to choose a different market. The targets and the stops, the strategy, you don't have to worry about that. We give that to you. So literally, you simplify the process to where it's so simple to learn that people go through the motions. Because in trading, it's much more important to be able to learn psychology and the discipline and patience than it is any strategy. Because if a strategy was important, everybody would use the same strategy. And there's a million different strategies in the market. So the reason why I think I've had so much success is because I use a lot of these kinds of things to be able to implement in the program. Why? Because I want to find traders to trade my money. That's the goal. If you do things the same way over time, it's going to stop working. But by having the academy and having new people, you, for example, might have a different way of viewing the market. So literally, the academy, even though it's a business and it makes money, I use more the students from the academy to make our trading better than you guys learn from us. I have a kid in there, Argentina, that's 14 years old. I train him, and then I go to the United States, and I train a guy that runs a $300 million hedge fund. So I can see the difference, and when I see people like him trade more futures than Forex because it's better, the reason why it's like that here is because people don't know. But eventually people are going to know.